Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Just picked up this Missile Command Cabaret if you watched my last video, and wanted to just put a quick gameplay video up showing the gameplay. I'd talked to some people, and a couple of my friends were saying that they didn't remember Missile Command, so I figured I'd put this up. I know a lot of you who watch arcade related channels or into the arcade hobby, you guys know Missile Command, but I try and have gameplay videos for all my games up. So Missile Command 1980 from Atari. Basically, you're defending these 6 little cities at the bottom of the screen. And originally I had read that those cities were, Atari developed this. Atari was in California, and I think the guy's name was Dave Thierer. I think those cities were supposed to represent like Eureka, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, San Diego. So basically these missiles that are coming down, or these missiles that are coming down, when your city's destroyed, you're basically watching, millions of people die in front of your eyes. So kind of a crazy game. They also said that when he was developing this game, he was having nightmares of nuclear bombs hitting cities and like killing people. So kind of a trippy backstory to this game. I don't know if any of that is true, but according to the internet's, that's what the deal was. So if it's on the internet, it must be true, right? So basically, you're using this trackball, and then there's these 3 alpha base, delta base, omega base, and you see these, there's a whole thing of missiles here, here, and here. So as the missiles, or as the bombs or whatever missiles come down on these cities, you choose which base to shoot from. And if you press the button and let go of it, your shot will go slow. If you hold it down, it's more of like a speed shot. So I'll show that as we play. Yeah, just a little trackball. So trackball, 3 buttons. This is your player 1, player 2 start button. So very, very simple, but a really, really, really hard game for me. So let's set this up. I'm gonna turn the light off. Hold on one second. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm on like a regular camera now, so it's kind of hopefully that angle's all right. But yeah, it starts off pretty slow. You use this little crosshair target, and these bombs are coming down on these cities. So the best way to do it is to kind of shoot and try and, I didn't do a very good job right there, but destroy a bunch of the bombs at once. So like that, blew up both of those. And these will come down. And you get bonuses. If your cities aren't exploded, you get a bonus for each city left, and then you get a bonus for the missiles that are left over. So like I said, it starts really, really slow, and then it ramps up like starting now. You'll see there's a bunch more enemies, there's airplanes, smart bombs come in, so. And you'll see, like, if you just press it and like the middle one, the middle base, the missiles go super fast, and the other ones you have to either hold it down or press it, and it'll kind of. Yeah, people who are good at Missile Command would probably just cringe watching me play it because I suck at it. It's such a fun game though, because it's so hard. And the high score on this is 447,000, which is impossible for me. I don't know if I'm going to keep that on there or take it off so I can try and get my own high score. Shoot. So that one thing hit all those missiles, so I get no points for those. We still have all of our cities though, so that's pretty decent. I usually can get like 12,000 points. It's a good game for me. Do the what? Shoot, I'm out of missiles. Do the what? No, not yet. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I just got interrupted. Hold on, bud. Hold on.
Okay, I'll wait.
Thanks. I mean, you guys can see this game gets so hard so fast. My game's I got one city left. We're only at 16,000 points. And at this point for me, it's just spray and pray. And that's game over. All of our cities were destroyed. 17,000. And the world is dead. I'll do a thing of super missile attack too real quick. Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I was trying to deal with a 7-year-old. So super missile attack is basically the same thing. Like I said, you hit player 1, player 2, switches it on the board. It's ridiculously hard right from the get-go. I think I'd mentioned in the other video, this was like a hack that was created for Missile Command, and the guys who did it got sued by Atari because it wasn't licensed. And John had actually mentioned it in my last video, that the guys who did it, the company was General, what was it? Hold on a second, I gotta look. General something, General Computers? Yeah, GCC. I think it was General Computer Company. I don't know. Atari ended up hiring them to make Food Fight, which is kind of a cool thing. I think they did it, they might have done Quantum too, I can't remember. Somebody can confirm that, but yeah, this is basically just like a hack. It's like Missile Command on steroids. I won't last very long in this game at all. It's the same exact preface though, it's just, it starts out crazy. You'll see. Actually, the first level is like the same. The high score on this one's only 102,000, so I don't know if the previous owner didn't play this as much, or if it's just that much harder. You'll see right away. There's already... It's just so much more stuff super early in the game. I think you're getting bigger bonuses though. Shoot. Wow, we made it through the first 3 screens. I love playing with this little trackball too. The upright Missile Command with the huge trackball is so uncomfortable. I'm actually doing better than I thought I was going to do on this one. You can see too, these screens are like crazy colors. Oops. I just wasted a ton of ammo right there. That probably looks terrible on this camera with that bright yellow background. Sorry about that. Yeah, see, now there's smart bombs already too. Oh, I got that one. Those things are gnarly. They like go around your shot. I don't know when you get bonus cities on this one because we're at 16,000. Now it's starting to get crazy. Shoot, I'm out of everything. So we just lost 2 cities. Oh, I guess 20,000 is the bonus city. But yeah, the colors on this are way crazier than regular Missile Command, and it's already hard. Shoot. Wow, you don't know how I got past that one. This game's so fun. Shit. We just lost a ton of cities right there. No! Fuck. I'm out of ammo. I don't know why we just got another bonus city because we're only at 29,000. I don't understand how these points work so far. Shit. See that thing? Uh-oh. There goes everything. Game over. Oh, that one stayed alive. I just got another bonus city. I have no idea why it's doing that. Shit. I don't even know what that UFO is doing. That was the end of that. That's rad. Listen to that. How sick is that? I've never seen that before. Game over. That was awesome. So, yeah, that's Missile Command and Super Missile Attack. Both super fun, really, really hard games. Yeah, if you guys are good at Missile Command, give me some tips. I don't know. Besides, I don't know if it's just like playing it a lot or what the deal is. But I love having both of these games. So that's it, guys. Thanks as always for watching these little gameplay videos. I know I'm a terrible Missile Command player, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.